Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Wanted to share with you that the VA is looking to reduce some premiums, and I wanted to share this here with you today. This just came out Christmas Eve. So with that, let's jump into it. Before we do, though, I want to throw on a special thank you to Kevin Moose 4752. Kevin Moose, thank you so much for your super chat, super comment thing. I really do appreciate your support so very much. All right, so with that, let's jump into it here. The VA to reduce life insurance premiums for veterans, service members, and families. Now, with that, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. All right, the Department of Veterans Affairs will reduce. So the Department of Veterans Affairs will reduce life insurance premiums for over 3 million veterans, service members, and their families. All right, so that's a decent number. Remember, though, that there's about 18 million veterans in the U.S. So of that number, 3 million veterans, service members, and their families, and that will be starting the spring of 2025. Discounts will apply to Veterans Group Life Insurance, VGLI, Service Group Life Insurance, SGLI, and Family Service Members Group Life Insurance, FSGLI. Benefiting both current and future enrollees, so moving forward as well. So that's good. Quotation here: these premium discounts will make insurance even more affordable for veterans, service members, and their spouses, said VA Undersecretary for Benefits Josh Jacobs. Veterans and service members deserve to know that their families will have the financial support when they pass away, and we're glad to be taking this step to provide eligible enrollees with greater peace of mind at lower costs. Now, there's only one more little paragraph here, but I want to throw out to you here real quick that I'm going to also touch briefly on a benefit that kind of acts like insurance and life insurance for the veteran, and that is DIC, Dependents Indemnity Compensation. And I'll just do kind of a high-level overview on that as well, since we're talking about insurance stuff. All right, veterans insured under VGLI will receive rate reductions ranging from 2% to 17%. Active duty service members and reservists with SGLI will have their premiums lowered to $30 from $30 to $25 per month for maximum coverage. Spouses insured through FSGLI will experience reductions of 11% to 22%. Eligible individuals will automatically receive these savings. So it says it should automatically happen. And what did it say? The spring of 2025. So if you don't notice it by toward the end of spring of 2025, a change in your premiums, if you're already enrolled, you'll want to make a little side note for yourself to check into that. All right, so let's talk about dependency indemnity compensation. I think that this is a real hidden, I think, benefit for a lot of individuals out there. Look, the reality is that as a veteran population, sure, 25, 30% of us know maybe a decent amount of veteran benefits out there, but that leaves a good 75, 70%, 75% of veterans that don't. And even the ones of us that are service connected, we still have a very, I guess, limited scope, if you will. I will say that the people that watch the videos on YouTube and read stuff and go around, obviously, you're the most educated of all. As far as VA benefits and stuff are concerned. There's new people constantly coming into the fold and educating themselves, and that's a good thing. Dependency indemnity compensation is a survivor's benefit, okay, meaning that the veteran passed away and they are the surviving member of the family, or surviving members, I guess, of the family. Just kind of depends. So it could be dependents, children. It could be a spouse. It could be a parent. Most often, right, it's going to be the spouse. So the spouse of a veteran who passes away could be eligible for this benefit, even if the veteran never even filed a claim with the VA. So I'm going to kind of talk through, I guess, just off the top of the head, awareness piece on this. I've done videos in depth, but this is just kind of high level. And I'll throw out an example, a story as well. I think that the two biggest misperceptions on dependency indemnity compensation are: one, the veteran had to have already been enrolled in VA. Two, the veteran had to have died from a service-connected condition. And there's kind of three different answers to that last one. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Number one, the veteran, let's use an example here. Vietnam veteran decided, forget the VA, don't want anything to do with anything, leave me alone, I'm on my way, right? A lot of folks. It's not until later on, a lot of Vietnam folks decided, they were going to go for their benefits, but not all. Subsequently, life happens, veteran passes away, we'll say, had high blood pressure, we'll use that one as the example, and died of a heart attack. Well, if they served in Vietnam, high blood pressure is a presumptive condition for Agent Orange. So if they're in any of the Agent Orange specified presumptive locations, meaning that the VA automatically presumes that because of their service there during that time frame, they have high blood pressure, which means they would be service connected for that. Now, let's kind of skip over to the died of a service-connected condition piece. Yes and no. Of course, if you die of a service-connected condition, period, that makes it pretty easy. If you had some sort of a cancer and you passed away because of the cancer, that's an easy thing to understand. However, the way that the VA looks at it is on the death certificate, there is two different spots: cause of death and contributing cause of death. As long as a service-connected condition is listed in one of those spots, you should be good to go with dependency indemnity compensation. It's kind of the same aspect of like secondaries, right? So they all kind of tie together. So your high blood pressure caused the heart attack. Heart attack was cause of death. High blood pressure contributed to the heart attack, for example. So that's important to understand. Now, again, there's a lot of nuance, and I always suggest work with an accredited representative, for all the specific details. But another way into dependency indemnity compensation would be, let's say that the veteran was 100% rated for 10 years. If the veteran's rated 100% for 10 years and passes away due to anything, it does not need to be service connected. It means that you don't need to have a service connected condition on the death certificate if they've been rated for 10 years or more. Okay, so the 10-year rule for DIC is in effect. And that opens up the doorway substantially. And this is a tremendous amount of money. The base rate for dependency indemnity compensation is about, $1,600 or so per month. Then there's add-ons from there. Were you married for 8 years? There's an 8-year rule. Do you have children? Do you require aid in attendance? Are you housebound? There's a bunch of different add-ons that could take you well over $3,000 per month from this benefit. Tremendous benefit. Now I'm going to give a quick example here, a real life example. There was a spouse, the veteran passed away of a heart attack, in fact. So died of a heart attack. The surviving spouse files for dependency indemnity compensation, gives the VA all the stuff, and it gets denied. Spouse comes to my office back when I was an accredited veteran service officer, and works with the team and me, and we talked, and we see that the death on the death certificate was heart attack. There was no heart conditions listed in any of his service-connected conditions. However, he had some circulatory issues in his legs, and he was rated for that. So we explained to the surviving spouse that she should go get the death certificate amended or corrected or whatever, go to vital records and do that. and work with them to add the circulatory issues as a contributing cause to the heart attack. And they did. Then we filed all of that evidence with the new death certificate to the VA, and the VA awarded DIC to the surviving spouse. So it ended up being a win. So that's a real life story, and just wanted to share that with you as well. So, you got to look further than just the bumper sticker, right? You gotta expand out and understand the nuance. Always work with an accredited rep. Even if you think you don't qualify for something, you might actually qualify for it. If you're doing things yourself, good on you. But if you get denied or something doesn't look right, go to an accredited rep and have a conversation and have them do a glance on it for you. With that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so very much. Have a great one, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.